Hi, are you currently laying in bed wondering if you're cut out for entrepreneurship? Wondering if you should just quit a job, become a florist? Just give it up. Give it up. Give it up already. Why are you still here? Same cycle? Really? A low month in business? Why is it so hard? You're not sure that's what you want? Okay. If you're watching this, you're either in these three situations. Either you're pivoting right now your business and it's scary. Maybe you are doing low ticket and you're moving towards high ticket and you're scared. Maybe you were a fitness coach and now you're becoming a surf instructor and you're freaking out. Maybe you used to have a corporate job and now you're doing this thing and you're thinking, should I get a job again? Because it was a little easier on my nervous system. And it might be many, many more things that are currently making you question your existence and ask yourself, is this even worth it? Can I actually do this to myself? Why am I putting so much stress on my body? I got you. Okay, in today's video, having held women for the last 9 years through so many change, season, transition, pivots, rebrand, change of direction, I want to walk you through three of the things I recommend every single woman doing when they're facing that fork in the path. When you're thinking, should I take a left? Should I take a left from here? um, because of course, entrepreneurship is challenging. It will make you meet yourself in all your shadows. It will be the biggest self discovery journey, the biggest spiritual growth journey you'll ever meet. Oh, I don't know. Parenting maybe is also on that list, but one of the biggest one. And it's going to test you. And some months when everything seems to be falling apart in the business, when things feel out of control, or when you've just had a tough season and your body and nervous system is kind of begging you, can we please not do this again? Like could we choose the easy way for a minute? I got you. I will walk you through some of the changes and shifts in mindset you can use, but also strategies to create more stability in your nervous system so that you keep going. Because we both know that's probably what you want to do. And if it's not, that's fine, but I'll help you figure it out in this video. So, first, let's just settle in. Ground yourself, and I want you to ask yourself, what made me click on this video? Where am I right now in my business? Is this my first low and I'm just realizing that it's maybe not as easy as everybody made it look? Is it my 300 low and I'm wondering if I can do this again? Just take a moment to close your eyes and center yourself and just notice what's happening right now that makes me feel like things are falling apart. That makes me feel like I'm tired or I don't know if I have it in me to keep going right now. Maybe I should just go get a job. Just check in with yourself. What's the story right now? Our body, our mind will often default to comfort, to what is known, to what feels safer. And if you're currently questioning everything, wanting to burn your business to the ground, wanting to start again, wanting something easier, a part of you right now doesn't feel quite safe in your business. Maybe you're not fully trusting your business because the leads seem inconsistent or you haven't figured out your sales flow. Maybe you're not sure it's worth the effort because you feel like you're giving so much more than you're receiving right now. Maybe we have a price imbalance. Maybe we have some overworking or underpricing, some people pleasing going on. Maybe you just remember that it used to feel easier to work and get this steady paycheck, and you're currently romanticizing it in your mind, even though we both know it wasn't all that romantic. It wasn't. Right now, you're just seeing it a little through a romantic lens. It wasn't so romantic. But there's something happening right now, and I'd like for you to write it down. Right now, my story is if I would just get a job, life would be easier. Or if I would just finally get that one more client, life would be easier. Or why is it that I'm always at X point every X season of the month? Or every, maybe you have a seasonal type of career where there's always a dip. Maybe there's a tendency you have that every summer your business is on fire. So just write it down, notice it. And let's first acknowledge that these emotions don't have for you to take action. Especially women I work with, right? When the luteal phase hits sometime, it just makes you feel like everything is wrong and you need to set the business on fire. And that might not be your experience, but that's many of my clients' experience. And I always love to first ground this principle, which is it's not because we have emotions that are heightened that we have to take action on them. And what this does is we're training ourselves to not be reactive. We're training ourselves to not be in our survival patterns that are kicking in, or in our sense of, I need to, dig myself out of this hole as fast as possible right now. We're taking a step back and we actually let things be and we observe them from a distance, right? Depending on what's going on right now for you, it might just be heightened emotion that are going to pass and your business is actually fine. And you know your ideal client and your offer is okay and it's selling and your personal brand is fine. Maybe everything is fine right now. We just need to give it a moment. And that's why this is giving us a chance to let things be imperfect without having to react always. That teaches you that you outside of your business can safely be. You can safely land. You can breathe. You can rest. You can enjoy your evening, go get an ice cream. Even if your business was a building on fire, you could take a moment, take a deep breath. Because even though maybe right now you're watching this video and it's an income dip, but sometimes it's just chaos because you scale too fast and now your team and everything is chaos and you don't know how to handle it anymore. And your payroll and overhead is just too big and it's just so much crushing pressure on you. So it doesn't mean it's financial, right? Whatever feels like a lot. And can you, as the founder, as the visionary, as the creative, look at something and just see it and then take a deep breath and ground yourself back in your body? Because you need to teach your body that your body is safe, that you're worthy independently from the success of your business, that your reputation and all of those illusions have nothing to do with you. And you as a person are good right now. And I'd love for you to close your eyes right now and just see whatever you wrote down on paper that felt chaos or intensity. I want you to see it outside of you and in whichever way it is. Maybe it's a building on fire, maybe it's something drowning, maybe it's just a crushing pile of mess that you can't untangle. Just try to look at what it looks like. Just close your eyes here. And I'd love for you to take a deep breath. Exhale and see what comes up for you. In which way is your business right now showing up? Can you put it outside of you and give it a visual representation? It might be a person, it might be a space, it might be a status. But see it from afar. And as you see it, I want you to tell yourself, and you can repeat after me, no matter what happens outside of me, it is safe for me to be here. No matter what happens outside of me, it is safe for me to be here. And let's ground you back in your body for a moment. I want you to ask yourself, ask your body right now, what do you need to feel safe to be here? Maybe it's a hug, maybe it's a blanket, maybe it's a moment of rest away from everything, maybe it's a day. But I want you to listen to the first thing your body tells you and write it down. So do you see now we've created a little distance? We could go into this much deeper, but the principle is the same. Whatever is currently creating chaos and reactivity, whether it's lead or sales or team, right? It's outside of you. And I know with personal branding, sometimes it can feel as though the business is you and it's tied to your identity and to your worth and to your productivity and to your performance. But it's not. It's not you. You are a multi-layered, creative, passionate, loving, caring, kind, beautiful person. And your business is a business. It's outside of you. And yes, sometimes that can be in a okay state, but that doesn't mean that you are in symbiosis with it and you need to start being dysregulated because your business is experiencing a little bit of a shaky wave. Okay? So this tiny distance, I invite you to practice throughout the month, always. Whenever you're noticing heightened emotion or overwhelm or just a sense of like, ugh, so much is going on. I want you to close your eyes, take a step back, put a visual into your business, breathe deeply, and remind yourself it's safe for me to be here independently from what happens outside of me. And we're just practicing to create that distance and that gap, because the more we do this, the more that when those huge thing happen, right? This huge news, your best person is leaving, something's happening, then the heightened response won't be as intense because you've detangled from your business emotionally, energetically, in your body, right? So this is not going to happen overnight, although it could, but we want to give it a practice so that it becomes second nature, so that it becomes something that allows you to stay mindful, stay grounded when things are going into chaos. Now, the second thing that I love to do is call back truth, because I know you're thinking right now, a job would be easier, or what if I just fired my whole team and went by on my own and bought a sailboat, whatever is your story. And these are all mental stories, and often they just serve as a distraction or a comfortable space for you to land during the day in your mind. But oftentimes they're just, as I said earlier, a romanticized version of something you don't actually want. And that's why I said, maybe you do, right? I have seen people genuinely wanting to go back to a corporate career, because they actually realize, you know what, I actually love to go to the office and have my croissant and have a team and have a team meeting and not have to think about what I have to do and have a paycheck and come back home and do knitting and watch my show. Good. Like, if that's what you want, go for it. But for many of the women I work with, that's not the truth. That's not. Because when we go to that visualization, to the kind of catastrophic scenario of, okay, you do it, you go on the other side, and we forward a couple months, a couple years, you know where you end up? Right back right now. That's not what I want. So I'm going to go and start my business. And then you're back here, because your business will challenge you. And some months will be hard, and some years will be hard, and some moments will be making you question everything. But if that's the path of freedom you're choosing for yourself, it will always be worth it to keep walking it. And so allowing yourself to look at, what would I do then, and then, and then, and then. And if you live a cozy life with your corporate until you retire and have your kids and your dogs, okay, good, go. The most women I meet, when we go to that visualization, truth comes, and the truth is, well, I'll go right back to starting my business again, because I don't want to be working under someone else's vision. I want my freedom. I want that money for my family. I want to make it happen for myself. And so that little glimpse of fire that you're going to notice, right? This we need to amplify to re-anchor your certainty of what you're here to do and who you're here to be and how committed you are and how willing you are to make it happen for yourself. Because when you're falling into victim stories, or it's not working stories, or it's never going to happen for me stories, truth is the picture of you that made you start this in the first place. The version of you that's free, that's thriving, that's running the business of her dream, that is able to do what she wants when she wants, that looks back and knows it took a while, but it was worth it because she believed in herself. She held herself to higher standards, and she kept showing up even when she felt unwilling. She made it happen. She kept committing. And so amplifying that fire and finding that commitment and re-anchoring it. Re-anchoring. Why do I commit to that path and that life? And what am I willing to do to keep showing up for myself? Because you're the one that can make it happen. Yeah, you can get help. You can hire me. We can do this together. You can have a bigger team. You can change country. You can move. So many things can change in your life externally. But ultimately, you're the one that's going to make this happen for you. And I need you right now to ask yourself, am I willing to hold myself through the fire, the challenges, the waves, the dips, the all metaphors you want to bring up right now that explain entrepreneurship? Can you hold yourself through this? Because you know on the other side that this is your North Star vision, and you're willing and committed to find your way, no matter how long it takes, right? Plan A all the way. When you re-anchor that commitment, you can start allowing yourself to respond to the chaos with new thoughts, new actions. Okay, I'm noticing my biggest bottleneck right now is sales. How do I get better? Okay, I'm noticing I have a lead flow constraint. I keep having low dips of leads. Something must be off in my marketing. Let's fix it. Okay, my biggest constraint is team. I'm doing everything myself. I'm tired. Let's fix it. I'm not charging enough. I need to work over my self-worth and start charging more and stop over giving so I can rest. Let's fix it. One step at a time, we can see clearly when we're committed again. And so right now, if you're feeling tired, rest. Give your body what it needs, right? Then go to the scenario and ask yourself, what's my true North Star? What's the life I want to give myself? And then recommit. Recommit to that life. Hope this was helpful. Send me your questions via DM at Your Secret Co-Founder. And if you want me to help you through this season of spotting the bottlenecks, the things you quite can't see in your business that are creating right now this chaos or this unease, send me a message and let's bring you back to the space of harmony and aligning with the vision that is yours.